I'm in school, but money a little bit more important. I think I need to go get this passport so I can keep stunting out.
Did he really just say I never heard nobody say during a freestyle.
I'm running off self-esteem, no gas in me, no gasoline. I'm a hybrid mix of all the best rappers that'll ever exist.
That's some shit like the language art teacher would spit. What are we talking about?
They never heard my album, so my album is probably the best work I've ever made in my life. Better than any other mixtapes. Like, I'll throw out everything and replace everything with this album because...
See, I'm gonna stop you right there. It's not the people's fault that they didn't listen to your album. It's your fault that you didn't do anything to make people want to check out the album. Let's not get a little crazy. You might have gone stupid on that album. We will never know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
racist against rappers, they all look the same to him. They used to beg him not to egg him on Halloween. You told him holler back with the suede Pumas, dollar green. Nah, I mean, heat it up till the temperature tarball. Y'all just gawk like gargoyle.
Welcome back. Now look, man, I'm not gonna lie, XXL has fallen off. Like, I'm talking fallen off like a damn, like the pay gap. You know what I'm saying? It's huge. Ever since, I want to say the last good year that they had was 2016, and maybe there's an argument for 2019 except for Lil Mosey. That nigga was doo-doo. Anyway, unfortunately, it's been a lot of stinkers in terms of freestyles, and usually I like to give people the benefit of the doubt and try to give people some breathing room when it comes to freestyling and stuff, because freestyling is not easy by any means. Seeing a good freestyler will really have you deluded into thinking that freestyling is easy and it could be done by anybody. It really can't. Not good freestyling, at least. There's a limit, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference between just not spitting anything good and then just actually bombing. Like, what are we talking about? And then on top of that, you can do multiple takes. It's not like it's a one and done deal. You can do, XXL lets you do multiple takes. I think they do like 20 or 30 takes. And then they take the best one of all of those takes and put it on the internet. And if you're telling me that out of all of the ones that you did, the best one is what we got, boy, you might just be garbage. Like, what are we talking about? So anyway, we got Louaista, the most embarrassing XXL freestyles. Oh, brother, did they already do the list for 2025? I don't know. I stopped keeping up with XXL. I ain't gonna lie to you.
There are a few status symbols in hip-hop which are supposed to let an up-and-coming rapper know they're on the way to success. Years ago, it was getting the unsigned hype column in The Source. Then, for the SoundCloud rap generation, it became when you got the chance to work with Cole Bennett.
Yeah.
For a long time,
Cole Bennett was definitely the method, bro. I remember when he first popped out, you knew he was one of them. I ain't gonna lie, getting a Cole Bennett, back in the day, getting a Cole Bennett video was guaranteed at least 2-3 million views.
XXL freshman cover served a similar purpose. It let the world know you were next up, with a crazy track record of success stories ranging from Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole to Wale and Meek Mill.
Yep.
Preceded by a lengthy online campaign, the freshman ciphers and freestyles have become a part of the yearly hip-hop news cycles. But
not anymore. Real talk, after this generation, I think nobody cared.
But not always for the reasons that they might have hoped. Over the years, there's been plenty of times where it's created viral moments due to how poorly a rapper who was tipped to be the next.
Of course, Coyle Ray had to shake her cheeks. Leave it to Coyle Ray to twerk instead of rapping at a freestyle cipher. Like, what are we talking about?
Performed. At times, it's even killed a career in its tracks.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
your boy
definitely.
Louaista, and these are the worst XXL freshman freestyles of all time.
Shout out to my boy Louaista.
Let's begin with one artist who seems to have misunderstood the assignment.
Oh,
Back in 2018, Lil Pump had a crazy, almost unfathomable level of motion when you consider that he's basically a laughingstock today.
It's insane. It's insane. And this is one of those cases where it's like, yo, the old heads were right. As much as, look, I will always defend whenever D-Rose dropped, whenever Gucci Gang dropped, when it initially dropped, it was dumb fun. That's all it was. It was dumb fun. You know, I don't think anybody really thought Lil Pump had any staying power. But the old heads were the ones who were predicting about how bad he was going to fall off. And good Lord. Good Lord. Yeah, no. I'll give the old heads that one.
But riding high off Gucci Gang and D Rose, his
I didn't watch this before. I promise you, I didn't pre-watch this.
inclusion in the XXL freshman list of that year seemed like a foregone conclusion,
Yeah.
even if maybe a little unnecessary. Because rather than just keep it moving over those trap instrumentals he was known for, Lil Pump volunteering to spit an acapella freestyle was never really going to end well.
No.
Never known as a lyricist, Lil Pump mumbled his way through a pre-written verse while looking like he wanted to be anywhere else.
Oh. Hey, piggy ain't froze, piggy ain't froze, piggy ain't covered in gold. Too many diamonds on my neck, think I might choke. How did they swim with your bitch on my eyes closed? Then my side hole bringing through the back door. Oh, I got 80,000 in my envelope. Ooh, I just
Real talk.
got a Gucci game melted though.
Real talk. You could put anybody on Lil Pump's group in this video. Like, he's interchangeable. Smoke Perp and Block Boy. Yeah, it was Block Boy, JB. All three of them niggas. Dookie.
I got someone with federal. Ooh, look at my two top
I think Lil Pump was just the most insane fall off, because even to this day he denies that he falls off, that he fell off. I feel like if you fall off as a rapper, you just gotta own it and just, you know, just try to figure out a new path. You know what I'm saying? Denying it makes you look corny.
I smash a hole and forget. I got a fridge on my neck. I'm smoking gas on the jet. Ooh, I love the flex. Ooh, blood 2 million in tootsies. Hey, I made it onto a groupie. Ooh, and you know my life a movie. Hey, I got taste like Call of Duty.
And less than a year on, that same verse would churn up word for word on the track Esquedit. As a result,
What? I didn't realize that.
this attempt from him has gone down as an
I ain't gonna lie though. Esquedit was live. I ain't gonna lie. Like, as fun as it is to make fun of Lil Pump, like, you gotta give credit where credit is due. The dude knew how to make something that you could just have dumb fun to. You know what I'm saying? But once we started getting older, that's when he should have switched it up.
infamous misstep where the cracks begin to show. And just how limited Lil Pump really
Like, after Esquedit, it was just a drop off.
began to become apparent to the audiences. I expected nothing, and yet I'm disappointed. The cameramen are laughing in the back. LMAO. As much of a blemish as this was for Lil Pump, it was nothing compared to the trolling that would come to the late OG Maco's way for his own attempts just a few years earlier in 2015.
Jesus. The thing about OG Maco is that OG Maco did really have potential, but it's just that he crashed out. He immediately just asserted himself at the top of the rap food chain for no reason. Like, you didn't earn that spot. He started calling out other rappers and stuff. You're doing all this tweeting, but you're not doing no rapping. You know what I'm saying?
After the infectious piano-filled track, you guessed it, quickly catapulted him to stardom, Mako soon caught XXL's attention, and judging by how animated he was on the vocals to that track, you'd expect him to be just as high energy in their studio. Plus, in the lead up to the performance, he spoke openly about how he was ecstatic at the prospect of being included, and getting his chance to show what he could do alongside the likes of Vince Staples, Shy Glizzy, Rory, and Fetty Wap, among others, from that
All greats except Rory. I don't know what Rory been up to. Fetty got hoed. Fetty's career fell off. It wasn't his fault. Vince Staples is Vince Staples, like, you know. And who was the other one?
about how he was ecstatic at the prospect of being included, and getting his chance to show what he could do alongside the likes of Vince Staples, Shy Glizzy.
Oh yeah, Shy Glizzy, yeah. I haven't heard much from Shy Glizzy lately either. I'm gonna have to check up on
Rory and Fetty Wap, among others, from that year's class.
I hated Rory's hat, I ain't gonna lie.
Class is kind of legendary at the same time because this is a time when music is switching. You know, so you get to see all the new forms of hip hop represent.
Get Daddy's Los. Ooh.
Instead, what they got was a whole host of almost incomprehensible mumbling from Mako, who seemed like he had been left in a daze by the pressure of the occasion.
We the children of the rage. We the children of the days. We the children of going out in the blaze of glory. Hope I don't get caught with that K-Hope. If I do, my homeboy don't switch his story. You know how that go. Hey, man, I seen the pick and roll. I seen the give and go. I seen my partner get some hoes a little change, you know.
That nigga literally just talking. He's just talking.
That thing, but anyway, we the children of, hey, what a pain. We need that. We hold that in. You can't see that. But, you know, if it's saying and friends, and hey, we gonna bring that. Hey, you got the weed, I got the gin. Let's mix that. We the children of, hey, man, I'm in school, but money a little bit more important. I think I need to go get this passport so I can keep stunting out.
Did he really just say Say during
Just looking for a reason for me to go and do shit
I never heard nobody say during a
you
freestyle.
can't believe in.
With Mako
That
stuttering
nigga really was literally just talking.
like a spoken word artist at their first open mic night, it was a freestyle that has truly lived on in infamy ever since, and led to no shortage of trolling. Y'all gotta realize something, bro. OG Mako the first dude in XXL history to say in a freestyle.
That's what I'm saying.
He don't even sound like he rapping. He sounds like Floyd Mayweather when he's reading a book. Bruh, was he just talking to himself?
That's what I'm saying.
Clearly, OG Mako wasn't sure of himself when constructing or relaying these bars.
Hold on, let me hear his cipher. I don't remember his cipher. Shout out him.
QC. Gave him hell, no, I'm on double XL. And I ain't writing for this cipher, cause that's dope I can sell. All this from a phone and a scale. Setting places with that trap and that scale. Checking the mail. I told my nigga check his bell and I can get him out. But I can't get him out the trap forever, nigga. What this bout? I thought rap could save niggas. I thought paying niggas would save niggas. Man, they ain't no brave niggas. What a hearts, what a lions, what a niggas who walking in the dark. I see these niggas throwing signs, but I ain't really seen no spine on them. Working for the back end. Shit, I'm rapping for the black man. Let's start a riot. All my children can't breathe. It's like that asthma inside them. I'm just trying to make a new way. These niggas stink like these toupees. And it's OGG, you know we got the new wave.
That was a lot better than his freestyle. You could tell OG Mako really wanted to be like a deeper lyricist, and I can see why he crashed out the way he did. Rest in peace for real. Let's listen to Vince Staples.
Buy my mama Gabbana to fight my black anguish. Few hoes I've been on back pages, selling they mother nature. I ain't no preaching, nigga. I'm just a viewer on the streets you was afraid to visit. Live your life through my lyrics.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, Vince got it. Shout out everybody else, but Vince definitely had it.
Bars. But sometimes freshmen have the opposite problem in that they'll deliver some of the worst bars you've ever heard with their whole heart. This was the case with the ATL MC Donis. After garnering a lot of hype on the mixtape circuit,
I don't remember this guy at all.
he quickly secured a deal with Atlantic. Still, even after being involved in a bidding war for his signature, he was untested in the market outside of the South. And the XXL freshman cover would serve as a perfect way to
He was on there with Nip. Oh, this is 2010. He was on there with Cole, Wiz, Spready. What?
introduce himself if he stuck the landing. But
Soulja Boy. Yeah,
it's safe to say that's pretty much the opposite of what happened. Almost immediately, he used it to stake his claim for greatness, although it actually did anything but.
Couple months ago, couldn't imagine this at all. Now you're hanging with a star like SpongeBob, Patrick. Everything I do is so coke, classic. Everything I do is so coke, classic. Y'all running off pure caffeine. I'm running off self-esteem. No gas in me, no gasoline. I'm a hybrid mix of all the best rappers that'll ever exist.
As a result,
That's some shit like the language art teacher would spit. What are we talking about? Hold on, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta do more research, bro. Cause who the hell is Donis? I swear I don't remember this nigga.
Get some drink, let's get it on. Say tonight we gon' get going. Say tonight we gon' get going.
It might just because I had a terrible introduction to him, but I wouldn't have put him on the list. I'm just gonna be honest. That wasn't for me. Let's go.
he was trolled remorselessly. Hanging with a star like SpongeBob, Patrick turned this trash right off after that.
You can't. Look, I have a love-hate relationship with the rap community. Niggas will not let you get by with trash, bro. They gonna let you know we not rocking with it.
This dude was in the same class as J. Cole, Big Sean, and Nipsey. Since then,
That's what I'm saying.
the time that you're most likely to hear Donis' name outside of underground rap circles, who fondly remember his early work, is when the conversation of the worst XXL freshman freestyle comes up.
Yeah.
And we can imagine that wasn't the reputation he hoped to have going into it. And sure enough, he's yet to release a debut album to this day.
What?
But speaking of rappers who are synonymous with bad freestyles,
Okay, can we just please talk about the chalk hairline? I think that's the worst. That's the ugliest thing to ever start trending, bro.
We have Too Rare. Announced for the 2023 freshman class, this young Philly MC had arrived with plenty of—
I can't stand the chalk on the hairline, bro. It's giving me like ash scratches. Like, you know when you're ashy and your skin starts to itch? That's exactly what it looks like
buzz
to me.
After a string of high-profile collaborations that paved the way for a deal with Warner. Full of bravado and confidence, Too Rare stepped up to spit his verse and wound up dancing instead.
He can dance though. I can give it to him. He definitely can dance. He should have just not said anything.
Predictably, this got him clowned a lot. My ancestors came back from the dead to turn this shit off.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would never be on a XXL and people go be talking to you like this, bro. I'm gonna have to hunt them down.
They all in the background trying to hold a serious face, looking at the ground and shit, because they know once they exchange glances, they're gonna bust out laughing.
Yeah.
After all, it's supposed to be a vehicle to demonstrate how well you can rap, not your dance moves.
Yeah.
But rather than accept that it was a miscalculation, Too Rare insisted it was all part of the plan, and that his best performance was left on the cutting room floor.
I ain't gonna lie.
I know it was a method to your
Yeah,
madness.
it was a method.
Explain
for sure.
that method.
I was talking to Wack, and Wack was like, yo, you gotta go viral from that shit, you feel me? We from Philly, so I'm like, how can I go viral? Like, damn, like, what can I do that's... She was trying to have me saying, like, Too Rare, this is my year.
So you purposely dropped a trash cipher so you could show off your dance moves? Yeah, you know, you're not. I'm not believing you.
Here, Too Rare, this is my year. I'm like, no, I can't do that. He really gonna flame me. You feel me? She was like, no, just try to come out with.
Like, what's Too Rare been on since this? Too Rare extra cheese. Okay, seemed like he pop off with this extra cheese. You know what? As long as he's still in his own pocket having fun.
Long story short,
I got the who's these taking their hips.
They didn't even put my best take on this shit, you feel me, to begin with. But the way they chopped it up, you feel me, it's still love for XXL, but the way they chopped that shit up, like, they used like one of my first takes, you feel me? It's like plenty of takes that was doing. And I probably did like my best on like the 4th or 5th.
Right, when you got comfortable.
And that's the one where I kind of like hit the dance and shit at it and all that shit. So the way they chopped it up, I'm like, they ain't had no say, so I'm like, fuck it though. It kind of did what it did, you feel me? But I was kind of really trolling like with the dance and shit and all that. Everybody thought I just lost bars and I just started doing the dance. It's like, I just let them run with what they run with for you feel me? It was a gift.
Despite his best
Okay, you know what? I ain't even gonna hate on him. He's taking it like a champ.
efforts, no one is really buying that there's a superior version of that performance.
Yeah.
But he's not the only person to refuse to take the L. As the woman behind one of the most infamous and widely mocked XXL freestyles still remains that her appearance wasn't as embarrassing as everyone else believed it.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. It was painful watching Coyle Ray's freestyle. I love my brother. My brother love me. Twerk. Like, what?
Was. Going into the 2021
like, at least Too Rare was dancing. She just started shaking ass.
Freshman class, Coyle Ray already had a whole host of doubters. As the daughter of Benzino, best known these days as one of Eminem's punching bags, she came in with a reputation she didn't exactly choose.
And it wasn't helping that Soul Illuminati was calling her. was saying she was built like a boy.
Her animated persona and Playboy Cardi style baby voice didn't help her case either.
Look, real talk, she can sing. She can sing. I won't take that away from her. She can sing. But she can only sing. You know?
If she wanted to propel herself away from this reputation, a good showing on a grand stage could go a long way. But as you probably guessed, it didn't pan out that way. And not only that, she started twerking when she ran out of bars.
Like, what the hell is Maury? Like, what is Maury dancing to? That nigga just, he's just there for emotional support.
Watch us all get lit, ayy. Watch us all get rich, ayy. Couple niggas with bricks, couple niggas hold sticks, ayy. Bitch, I love my brother.
My brother, me.
Ayy. My wrist, ayy. That's see, ayy. We all get money. Yeah. Bitch, we all get money.
Like, Maury, please stop, bro.
Yeah. We all get money. Yeah. Bitch, we all get money. Let's go.
We got the money.
Where most poor
like, that was ridiculous. I'm not even gonna lie. It pisses me off because it's like she's super petite, so it's kind of like that didn't distract me from your bars. Like, what are we talking about? If it was Ice Spice, maybe, but what? What did that do? That just pissed me off. Like, what?
Double XL Fresh
What am I looking at?
freestyles might get you clowned for a little while. This one was quickly declared to be among the most cringeworthy that we had ever seen. But not if you ask Koi, because in the aftermath of this major blemish, she somehow maintained that she had the best one, and was
Real talk though, she went on a TikTok generational song run, like right after. So as much as people wanted to, like, as much as people were oddly wishing that she would fall off and her career would die, it really didn't. You know, she just had the ability to keep going viral for even if it made her look bad, she kept going viral.
one of the best artists out of the whole pack.
I love music, you know, and all these people that watch Double XL that's never been in a studio session, and once again, they never heard my album. So my album is probably the best work I've ever made in my life. Better than any other mixtapes. Like, I'll throw out everything and replace everything with this album because...
See, I'm gonna stop you right there, okay? It's not the people's fault that they didn't listen to your album. It's your fault that you didn't do anything to make people want to check out the album. Like, let's not let's not get a little crazy. You might have gone stupid on that album. We will never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You talking about you love money, girl. You must love shaking ass a little bit more, because why are you, what? And mind you, Double XL usually takes your best take. Your best take involved you shaking ass. Like, what are we talking about?
It's so fire. So to me, it's just like, you know, they don't know.
She did go on a run. She went on a generational run with a bunch of TikTok hits right after. And then she got cheated on by Trippie Redd. But before that happened, she was going on a generational run, and she can sing, you know. She can sing. I won't take that away from her. But stop the delusion.
I went up there in Double XL. Can't wait till they drop behind the scenes, because I was lit. I was saucy. But I knew at the end of the day, I'm going to have fun. Like, they put me up there with Lakia. She's a straight freestyle beast, you know? Like, DDG's pin game crazy.
They could have put you up with Designer and Lil Mosey, and you would still come out the worst. What are you talking? Stop. What? Why is she just lying? Like, what are we talking about?
Parade fire. So I already knew what I was walking into. Somebody had to be the best and somebody had to be the worst. I just feel like if I'm not gonna be the best freestyle, I mean, I'm gonna just have fun with my shit and do whatever makes me happy, you know?
Yeah.
But if you put me in a booth with anybody on that Double XL roll up, I guarantee you ain't nobody seeing me in the studio, and that's on me.
But
you're crazy.
It's safe to say that people were not really willing to.
I got 5 on DDG over Coi Leray, and I've listened to 2 DDG songs.
Feed into her delusions. In fact, they even felt like it was harmful to others who would kill for that kind of opportunity. She may not realize it, but her lazy/unprepared performance in the cypher is making it harder for women to actually be taken serious. Not only does she think that she had the best freestyle, she thinks she can wash everyone in the studio. Dog, she is insane.
Yeah, cause no. Hell no. You realize that Maury proceeded to wrap circles around you, and he specifically chose to freestyle. Like, he had something already written and he chose to freestyle it, and he wrapped circles around you. Let's please, let's just come back to earth.
In spite of what Koi was trying to do, the end result was that everyone was just basically laughing at her. But it's hard to tell if that's a better response than literally terrifying the audience with one of the weirdest spoken word rants you'll hear outside of prison.
We're about to talk about X.
By the time the late great...
Oh my gosh. I will defend this, okay? X was making a statement because everybody was expecting him to go there. Because mind you, this happened while people were still under the impression that XXX was only just a scream rapper, and that was it. A lot of people were not aware of his lyrical and deeper songs. You know, the main audience. Everybody thought of Look at Me. They didn't think of, you know, Riot, Elephant in the Room. They didn't think of none of that. So X came on. He's the pioneer of cutting the beat. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. He cut the beat, and then he says some absolutely crazy shit, right? But he said that to make a statement saying that he's not all about scream and yelling and rap. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Ray XXXTentacion.
He's still top 100 most streamed artist. Like 3 years, 4 years after his death. Like, let's relax.
Ended upon the XXL cover in 2017. He was already well on his way to becoming a superstar, possessing his own unique energy and a trademark style of dark, melancholic raps, which captivated a generation of young listeners. There was a sense that whatever he did during that cypher, it would leave his fans amazed. But
and then what's crazy is that after he passed, XXL dropped the actual cypher where he actually rapped to the beat, and it was fire.
it didn't quite go that way. As opposed to flexing his considerable skills on the mic, X instead signaled for them to cut the beat so he could deliver some stark, twisted poetry.
And if the world ever has an apocalypse, I will kill all of you fuckers. Fear will be plentiful, death will be bountiful, I will spare none of you peasants. Fuck your religion, your pastor fuck kids and got sent to a prison in PC. I seen the devil, he's in you and me, you need saving and listen to this, see. Follow him home, cut the right corner so nobody sees you. Turn off the phone.
Everybody else in the room looks so uncomfortable.
At home so nobody can trace you. Mask your expressions. Appear to be calm, they won't read your intentions. As soon as you're in, let them all know who they're all in.
Made it Tokyo don't know what to do. Everybody just said, okay.
The presence of, I am a murderer.
Yeah.
I am a demon, the son of a serpent. What is your faith? What is your worth? Have you felt acknowledged it? If I kill you now, will you go to heaven or hell you believe in? Death is approaching you. 30 seconds think before lying and blood. See.
That felt more like an evil ritual than a rap performance. And it led to some hilarious memes.
We're having such a great time, guys, right?
Okay, yeah, but this was funny though. I remember seeing this. And I couldn't even be mad at it.
Look at this. Hey, chill, man. We just having fun, man. Slip my wrist on a cross. I hate God.
Okay, yeah. Nah, that shit was funny though.
And all you faggots are nothing. I'm a God. I don't give a shit about rap. I'm a Jesus. White God on my pieces. Scissor for business, my father. God.
Bro, what are you even saying?
Oh my gosh.
This shit of the father business. And fuck the bitches. I don't give a shit.
X used to get memed all the time. Oh, I miss that dude, bro. Man, what he used to get memed all the time, especially when he was trying to be serious. Oh my god.
Wake me up. Wake me up inside. Save me.
As you'd expect, this strange performance left most people scratching their heads.
Yeah.
But it still managed to gain a cult following among his most loyal fans.
Exactly.
Above all, X's performance should prove just how much of a magnetic spirit he had, because if anyone else had even attempted something like that, they'd have been the butt of the joke forever.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. He did that to make a statement, to stand out and make people realize, okay, there's more to him than what we realized. But this looks like Lil Mosey, and Lil Mosey is not much between his eyes. I'm gonna be real with you.
And someone who knows all about being in that unfortunate position is Lil Mosey. Looking back, the 2019 cypher was a severely mixed bag.
Yeah, because it had some of the like the baby fire, Corday fire, Comethazine fire, didn't even rap, fire. So it had a bunch of stinkers. It had a couple of stinkers, a couple of no shows, and then fire. And then you put two of the stinkers next to two fires.
In the aftermath, DaBaby and Megan Thee Stallion were praised for their showings, both of them cementing themselves as real future stars.
Because they actually tried, you know. I'm gonna be real, I never liked YK Osiris's songs. I think he's a funny dude. He's a hilarious dude. Like, even looking at his face right now, this dude is hilarious. I know he's got a weird case on him though, so let me not praise him too much. But this nigga Lil Mosey, yeah, no, I don't think I've ever listened to a Lil Mosey song like intentionally.
But for Lil Mosey,
and this freestyle made me specifically not look him out.
The Blueberry Faygo artist had a very poor outing, and one other one who severely dropped the ball, but we'll get to that later.
God damn, I feel like the man. Freshman of the year,
I woke up like the man. Oh my God, yo, he got memed so hard for that. I woke up like the man. People was like, he didn't wake up like man, what? When he had those charges dropped against him, man, what? They were still memeing him about the freshman style, bro. Oh lordy.
Never popping Zans cause they killing me.
Damn.
When you got it money, they be trying to be your friend. Okay.
Now this is the craziest part, cause he tried to pull a Kodak. You can't pull a Kodak, bro. Only Kodak can do Kodak things. Listen to what he says.
As word got around about...
Oh, okay. You, damn, Louaista, you make me look embarrassed. He said, "Who the hell made this? Sorry, who made this? This a lame ass beat." Yeah, like, come on, bro. What? How you gonna say that to DJ Drama?
Just how badly it did, Mosey promptly got flamed from all angles. And even to this day, it lives on as a disaster like few we've seen before or since. Lil Mosey gave us that high school lunch table freestyle.
Yeah.
Unlike some others who've been unable to concede to what went wrong, Mosey held his hands up to it and actually seemed to take it all in good humor. I'm not gonna lie, my freestyle was trash. I don't freestyle, as y'all can see. I like to write songs and sing melodies, but I tried and had fun. While it's not really...
Okay, it didn't, the fun didn't last though when he had them weird charges dropped against him, but I'm glad he handled it.
His usual style, Mosey still did his best to attempt to put some rhymes together. But the other man in the freestyle, other than the baby and Megan, didn't understand the assignment at all. As Worth It elevated him into stardom, YK Osiris was intent on telling anyone that would listen that he was the breath of fresh air that R&B needed. But he was definitely not a great...
He was a one-hit wonder. Like I said, I think YK Osiris' personality is hilarious, bro. Like, he could be on Wildin' Out. He could do all types of things. He could be making skits with Drewski. He just got that one song.
Great fit for the freshman cover in terms of skill set. As a result,
I remember people were like... What was that one meme people were doing about YK Osiris? They were making him look like that little worm thing.
Freestyle was trolled for sounding like an American Idol audition that was cut off in the middle.
Tell me why you changed on me, why you had to change. You know that you changed on me, why you had to change.
And soon, his contributions to the cypher weren't received much better as he persisted with refusing to rap.
I swear you niggas always looking like y'all know me. I put them diamonds on my neck and now they want it. And now she wanna get it right now. And I'ma let her go right now. And when she talking about she body, she ain't body.
But unfortunately, he isn't the only one who's done this. As the precedent for singers struggling to lock into the task was set long ago by a strangely haunting performance from Ty Dolla $ign.
Ty Dolla $ign? I don't think I ever listened to his performance.
These days, Ty is renowned as a great vocalist who can bring a new flavor to basically any track.
Yeah, if you get a Ty Dolla $ign feature, you basically just got yourself a hit. So it's going to be interesting to see how bad his
That's why he's so in demand for features, and even teamed up with Kanye for a joint album prior to him losing what was left of his mind.
He carried that entire album. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Shout out Kanye before all of the weird stuff on Twitter. Ty Dolla $ign definitely carried that album. He carried Vultures 1 and 2.
But it's miraculous that any of that happened if any of them watched this strange effort from him.
I likes to get my dick sucked while I'm getting high.
This nigga, you came out and said probably the most light-skinned thing I've ever heard. I'm not even gonna hold you. That I think I just became a shade lighter just by hearing that.
Make a deep throat, the mouth never get dry.
Listen, bro, I know you made that song with The Weeknd called Or Nah, and it was gas, but relax. You need to put the brakes on. Put on the brakes.
I say, who pussy is this? She say dollar sign. Who pussy is this? She say dollar sign. She stripping, still got a 9 to 5. Say that she mine, but that's a lie. These hoes will tell you anything. She want the money and the fame. South really don't be loving these hoes. These hoes don't be loving these. Really, we all just want the money, 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 baby, baby. Push it, ain't baby.
Did you just make a Justin Bieber?
Hey, bitch, she say she got blunts. I said I only smoke papers. Come pick it with the Taylors. Bunch of gangbangers, pimps and players, young money makers.
And sure enough, people had jokes.
Yeah.
Whose forehead is this? She said, a dollar sign.
Somebody gotta hunt him down.
This video makes me uncomfortable. The cameraman is a victim. How did his career survive this? Ty Dolla $ign.
Because Ty Dolla $ign is actually talented. He can actually sing and he can kill a feature. That's literally it. That shows you that you can survive most things as long as you actually got some skills to back yourself up. I'm assuming all of those zoom-ins were not edited in by Louaista. Are you telling me that's how his... Oh, Jesus.
I made everyone watching feel like they had just been assaulted. Anderson .Paak, on the other hand...
Okay, look, I love Anderson .Paak. It was just not his beat. It wasn't his beat. It wasn't his type of thing. Anderson .Paak is extremely talented. I will die on that hill. He is dope. He is fire. The cypher did not do him no justice, because literally when I heard his freestyle, I was literally just so uninterested because no Diddy, him and Designer had stupidly long freestyles. I mean, stupidly long ciphers. Lil Dicky came and bodied both of them. I don't even like Lil Dicky like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like you know. But then when I went back and actually listened to his music, Anderson .Paak is fire. Okay? Anderson .Paak is fire. That cypher did not do him no justice.
Just left people a little disappointed. If you know anything about Anderson, he's one of the most versatile artists in the game. Over the years, he's exhibited his ability to do everything from R&B to soul, and even hip-hop with ease.
Exactly.
However, the XXL cypher alongside Designer and Lil Dicky...
I think what he said was like, my kid Asian. Like, he said something about an Asian kid.
Scenario where he couldn't rise to the occasion.
I took your mama to Yard House.
That's what I'm telling you. That beat was not for him.
I took her to Yard House. I took your mama to Greystone. We got in with no problems. I bought us tickets to Key Sweat. It was live at Pachanga. Look, I took your mama to Oxnard. We went surfing on long bugs. Like I hopped on the stage. I hopped off the stage.
Yeah, right on the stage.
I know it's a tip, but I'm bringing out Dre. I'm bringing out K. I'm bringing out Tip. I'm looking 3 stacks in the face. I'm with the Free Nationals. What more can I say? This shit is a trip. Lemonade, lemonade, baby, I'm faithful. What more can I say? I'm fucking the flesh like the cope with the pain. What more can I say?
When you can,
why you leave out the part where he talked about having an Asian kid with good grades? You left out the craziest part. Yeah, and mind you, that was when I heard that cipher. That was my first time ever seen Anderson .Paak, because I think when that came out I was still like, I was 16. I wasn't tapped in that deeply, so I didn't even know nothing about Anderson .Paak. I literally didn't check him out for like 2 years after that.
Consider how much he's achieved. It probably wasn't a huge deal. However, the problem is it did cause people to diagnose Paak as a whack rapper when he's far more than that.
He's really fire.
I didn't listen to Anderson .Paak for years because of this cipher.
I swear to God, bro, the cipher literally just made me not check him out. Like, yo, it's crazy.
Glad I came around to his music eventually, though.
I'm saying, bro,
Same. I realized he's not a rapper per se. The cipher was the worst thing he's ever done, and the rest of his career is incredible. But for Lil Dicky's, it's the other way around.
Yeah, that is crazy.
However, it's safe to say that he's redeemed himself and then some ever since.
He cemented himself as one of the greats, like one of like a straight up musical genius. Dude is stupidly talented. He has more talent in his pinky than I have in my entire being, and it's just like that cipher is ridiculous, bro. That shows you how much sway XXL had back in the day, though, because literally, bro, I didn't check out Anderson .Paak for years because of that cipher, and then when I came back, I was like, damn, I ended up listening to his whole discography in like 1 week, bro. Like, what? Come on, put on some Malibu, boy. I'm jamming.
The first renowned artist to take a misstep at this prestigious event. Even legends have faltered. Whether it was Future rapping over a beat that he...
I designed it look like he was coked out.
Never normally touch.
Yeah. Coke boy, something like Montana.
Okay, but real talk, Future came back out and said that he literally didn't have nothing written for that cipher. He just freestyled. He freestyled during the cipher. So we're gonna give Future a pass.
With the bird game like Santana, real street reppin' for Atlanta. Ain't top, but I'm still in the phantom. And I blow that money fast like a candle.
Danny Brown killed this though. Danny Brown went ridiculous, and Roscoe Dash went crazy too.
Yeah, and I still got stamina. Let my little homie do you on camera. Yeah, we ain't nothing but some animals. Got a house and a condo in Miami. What you doing, what you do for the fucking Grammy? How I do what it take for the paper chase. Freestyle out the dome, whatever it take.
Or literally a freestyle.
Cardi basically repurposing Magnolia, but with less effectiveness.
Yeah, hide it in my sock. Hide it in my sock. Ooh, serenary rock. First I park my car, then I pour the walk. I'm a rock star, I'm a pop star, ayy. Pop a lot of beans, ayy. She just on the team, ayy. She was on the fiend, she just want to dream, ayy. I just got a new hoe, that's my favorite bitch, ayy. I just got a new watch, diamonds on my wrist, ayy. Yeah.
That's insane, bro. That's insane. I remember whenever I was still in high school, whenever the 2017 freshman freestyle was gonna drop, niggas was literally talking about Cardi was finna kill it, bro. Nah, Cardi about to go crazy. Cardi about to go stupid. And then the next day they were like, yo, Cardi ass. Niggas was so mad. And I bet they still listen to Cardi to this day.
Yeah.
Because I still do.
Watch this.
And hot take, I never really liked Magnolia. I never did, bro. Just put on location. Put on Ya Mean, you know, put on whatever, anything else. But Magnolia, I'm cool.
LV's up, Kim Jones in my line, had to plug up. Ay. All these hoes wanna fuck cause I'm money up. Ay. Counting all this cash, got a nigga money tied. Ay. Nigga ain't right, then the nigga getting fired. I don't really fight, nigga, hit him where he lying. Ay. Stop the cap and stop the line.
But while they weren't exactly the show-stopping outings they'd hoped to deliver, these were at least allowed to see the light of day, in spite of the clear lack of finesse or talent on show. While in the case of one member of the 2024 freshman class, he hit a new low when he wasn't even allowed to be released. An emerging artist from North Carolina, Huncho had racked up.
Huncho is from North Carolina?
Some high-level collaborations in the lead up to being named among the XXL freshman class.
The only thing I know Huncho for is dating Mary J. Blige and making her look stupid. That's the only thing I know him for.
So naturally, they included him in all the usual promo.
I listened to one of his songs and I didn't rock with it. I didn't know he was from North Carolina. This is crazy. I feel like I just betrayed my people.
Content you'd expect from the rollout. But when his trailer dropped, it backfired almost instantly. Fans clowned him hard for the heavy use of autotune, turning this clip into a full-on roast session.
I deserve it.
I forgot it.
I make it worth some. I don't care what you're worth. On my block still tell me why would I leave. This is on my turf.
Why did they let him do that? Why? I blame XXL for that. They should have told him no.
Yikes. Well, whether his label 300 intervened or XXL anticipated such a poor response that they thought they'd spare him, the whole thing was prevented from ever seeing the light of day, leaving hip-hop fans who just wanted to laugh at him very upset. My heart is broken. I wanted to see this shit so bad. I guess they actually do read those comments.
XXL had to have read the comments.
They predicted serious clownery. Whether it can be a golden opportunity, the XXL freshman freestyle clearly isn't something that should be taken lightly. Because if you mess it up, it might be a curse that sticks around with you from then on out.
But the hard part is that even if you don't mess it up, if you do well, it might not even benefit you for real because of how badly it's fallen off. Either way, really good video by Louaista. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, man, damn, I yapped like crazy on this mug. Yeah, nah. Hold on. Is there even any speculation to who the 2025 XXL freshmen are going to be? Like, is there any speculation for that? Or, because I swear to God, they put like G-Lo on it, I'm going to actually tweak out. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, ain't got nothing. It's sad. People don't even speculate about who's going to be the freshman anymore. Like, this is crazy, bro. Jesus. Look at that, man. Why is it that some of my videos got the same views Double XL got? This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. Shout out Louaista. Yeah. You know how I go.